Let's bring in Ben Parr, Mashable's editor-at-large. Ben has long been following the social networking world, and he's one of the exclusive few with a Google Plus account and is ranked number 38 on the list of users, more than 3,500 followers. I know you've been very active on there. I've been exploring it a little bit as well. So far, what would you say are the pluses and minuses of Google Plus?
I think one of the big pluses is that it's integrated into every piece of Google so that you are able to get your notifications while you're in Gmail, while you're in other applications. And I think one of its killer features is the video chat service it created called Hangouts. And Hangouts allows you to do very simple but very fun group video chats with your friends. And I think that's going to be a feature that draws users in.
And you had the guts to ask Mark Zuckerberg a question about Google Plus and Google Hangouts today. I want to take a quick listen to his response to that question.
I view a lot of this as validation that this is the way that the next 5 years are going to play out, right? I mean, every app is going to be social.
How satisfied are you with his response?
Zuckerberg danced around my question, but he did it so elegantly, so I can't really blame him. I think the core of his argument is that he's not really too worried about Google Plus right now. Facebook is the market leader in social networking. It has 750 million users, and it's focused on its own products more than what Google is doing. And so it's not up to him to be to go attack them, not yet at least.
In any way, do you see Google Plus threatening Facebook or even Twitter?
I think there's that possibility. I think Google has done a better job with Google Plus than it has in previous attempts, Google Buzz being one of its biggest failures. But the big thing is whether regular moms, regular Joes, regular users will latch onto the service, and that isn't known yet.
And you also reported that Google is planning to rebrand a number of its products and fold them into the Google Plus service. What can you tell us about how this is going to fit into Google's future and the future of social networking?
So Google is changing two of its biggest products, Picasa and Blogger, to be renamed to Google Photos and Google Blogs, respectively. And the reason for this is that it wants to make as much of the Google empire part of Google Plus as possible. It's making a big bet. It's putting in all its chips in on social, and it's saying Google Plus is the future of Google. This is Google. And because of that, it needs to make sure that all of its products work with Google Plus, and that's why it's doing the rebranding effort. Any
idea when Google's going to open this up to the general public?
My sources tell me sometime at the end of this month. The date is important because July 31st is the last day for Google private profiles to be public, otherwise they get deleted.
And that's an interesting point. These private profiles are going to get deleted from the system. Is that significant?
There's very few profiles that are actually private, so it won't have the big of a deal. But it's big symbolically because Google is saying we want everyone on our network to be social.
We want everyone to have a public profile. All right, Ben Parr, editor-at-large at Mashable, thanks so much for joining us. We'll be watching to see when Google Plus makes this a little less expensive.